guys, and welcome back to the channel here in New York City. And for today's video, I wanted to show you guys the place where I'm currently living here in Manhattan. And for me right now, living in Manhattan is where I want to be. I have a lot of friends who'd rather sacrifice living in Manhattan for Brooklyn or Queens, where it's a lot cheaper typically and definitely more space. I actually started off my day in Brooklyn visiting my friend Jordan, who turned the room of his apartment into a workshop. What's up, Jordan? How you doing, man?
Glad you made it.
I'm glad I made it here too. This is such a typical Brooklyn apartment. He was just telling me this was a old mattress factory.
It's an old mattress factory in like the 80s or 90s, and then they converted it into apartments. So every apartment is huge, and then they've kind of like Lego blocked smaller apartments in that.
And then you started building Legos on your wall. What is this? He has blue painter's tape all around here. You made a video why you did this, right?
Yeah.
I'll link that down below. But this is such a cool room, and he has the whole workshop all right here. And then you sleep up there.
Exactly.
So sick. And besides Steve Jordan, this is why I came here. He built a fortune brick ramp.
But skating, I
think we'll be good.
Yeah, I think we'll be good.
Alright, so we just boated this big piece of wood all the way down the block, and now it's time to put it to the test. See if it skateboards. I got faith in your craftsmanship.
I do too.
You get the bag and fumble it, I get the bag and flip it and tumble it. Straight off the lot, 300 cash, and the car came with a blood in it. The mama a thot, and she got ass, and she gon' fuck up her bag. Pull up to the spot, living too fast, dropping it up in the stash. You get the bag and fumble it, I get the bag and flip it and tumble it.
And following that, I met up with some friends to get some brunch, you know, typical New York City stuff. But little did I know that this is going to be a boozy brunch.
Those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for the night. That would be the best therapy for me. Hey.
And now I just came back to my hood, got a coffee, and now it's time to show you guys where I live and talk about how much I pay in rent. Look at this. This is the thing. So we live with two dogs, and Biggie sometimes has the tendency to not go to the bathroom outside. Biggie, bad boy. Welcome to my latest apartment. If you are a longtime viewer, I actually was living here in October and September, since this is my sister's apartment. She lives downstairs, and then me and some of our other friends live up here on the main floor. And as you guys could tell, this place, which is on the border of Midtown and downtown in Gramercy Park, it's very spacious. We even have place to store stuff up here. We have a massive closet over here where we keep a lot of the food. Also more space over here. And then this pretty massive living room. And there are two dogs. What's up, Biggie? How you doing, man? Do you like the vlog? And then there is Oscar. Just gotta find him quick. Oscar! There he is. What's up, bud? And here we have my very minimal room. There isn't anything fancy about it. I did just move in a couple days ago, but I do really enjoy how it has this exposed brick right here and then very high ceilings. Have a big bed with, of course, the Fortune shirt as a pillowcase. Just about none of my rooms had, which is floor space or rooms for activities. All right, boys. Y'all ready for a walk? Biggie's already ready. All right, let's go, squad. So no one is at the apartment, as you guys saw. It's Labor Day weekend, so a lot of people went back to Long Island or to the beach who live there. So I'm on doggy daycare and gonna be walking the boys. And the good thing, I'm not gonna lie, they are total babe magnets.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you, and I'm down for you always, KB. Do you love me?
So guys, I saved the best for last. This is my favorite part of the whole apartment, the private backyard. Yes, this is very fortunate to have this private backyard here in Manhattan. It's almost unheard of. I think that's why my sister and her friends have stayed here for I think over 6 years now, is because it's so hard to come by. This has been like my new office editing station, is back here in the backyard, so trying to take full advantage of it. And I just posted on my Instagram asking you guys to ask me questions about living here in New York City, so I'm gonna quickly try and answer a few of those. Anna Elizabeth asks, what are the best aka cheapest neighborhoods to look at for your first NYC apartment? My first 3 apartments were in Chinatown. It's the easiest place to get an apartment, and also for Lower Manhattan, it's relatively cheap. You just might not have a window like I did. Courtney Sucks asks, what's it like being in such a busy place? It's amazing, but can be overwhelming at times. Simon CM asks, how much is the rent in NYC? And I guess I should go over that. A lot of you who are watching this are probably curious or want to move to New York City. So how much is my rent here at this Manhattan apartment? And to be honest, a little trick is that my sister, like I said, she's been here for about 6 or 7 years, and there's a law, or at least I think there is, that you can't raise the rent more than 1% a year. So since she has been here for so long, they haven't been able to give a big rate. I'm sure if we moved out and someone else was to move in, they'd charge a couple $1,000s a month more. But for living here, we pay each about $15,000 a year, which is such a steal. So there are gems out there. So if you're trying to move here, I would recommend trying to go on the Facebook groups. I think there's the Gypsy Housing Facebook page in New York City where you can find other people who already have apartments just looking for a roommate. So if you can find a place where someone's been living there for a while, maybe the rent isn't so much. In other words, undervalued. I think my sister actually found this place on Craigslist. Abel Brutkinson? It has, how much money do you spend in 1 month? When I first moved to the city and was living in Chinatown, I used to go grocery shopping, and I was not spending nearly as much as I am now, since I'm so busy and out and about, and I always eat out now. I actually think of it like an investment, because I'm spending less time cooking and more time out making videos or working. With rent and everything, I'd say around $3,000, maybe $3,500 a month. Maybe I'm gonna start writing down what I buy, because I'm really bad at budgeting. All right, I'll answer one more question, and it is by Gabe Swazo, and he says, what about NYC makes it ideal for you? And I feel like I've talked about this before on the channel, but I love the people and how fast-paced it is. I've done a lot of traveling and also been to LA a bunch, where people usually compare the two. And LA, you can have 1 meeting in 1 day and you spend most of the day traveling to get there and then stuck in traffic. But here, you can jam-pack so many things into 1 day. Since you're on this pretty small island and so many people on it, where you can have so many meetings, you can go on helicopters, you go to a skate park, you meet with different friends. There's just so much that 1 day can offer. And there's always so many events going on and so much to do. I could probably come up with a million more reasons, but New York City for right now, this is the only place where I want to live. Actually, speaking of that, I did want to mention that I am going to be spending most of September here in New York City, which I'm so excited about, but also very excited about that next month in October, I'm not going to be here at all and doing a lot of traveling. So a lot of cool things that I'm excited to create on this channel. But for this video, that's going to be it. I'm going to get some work done and call it a night. Probably head back into the backyard and enjoy the evening. So until next time, remember to get out and get busy and play with your dogs. Biggie!